Blueberry season is over here in Ohio, but the work to grow those little sweet morsels takes a lot of work.
Oh, it does. And I was able to meet up with a family from Marysville to find out how they got their start growing this very popular summer treat.
I never grew anything before. I didn't have a green thumb at all. I come from a family of engineers, and so we never grew anything. And so this was stepping way out of my norm.
A norm for Todd, which had consisted of working in a factory, until he decided to step out and make a change, which threw off the rest of his family.
I also thought it was a midlife crisis as well, because he did never mention ever wanting to start a blueberry field, and then he's like, oh, it's my dream to start a blueberry field, and I was so confused.
To make that dream a reality, Todd and his family started planting 5,000 blueberry bushes on the 5 acres behind their house.
It was a little unexpected, but I was super excited because it meant I got to spend time with my dad, so I was supportive as possible, and I wanted to help in any way and just be there for him because he has been there for me.
It's awesome. It's so fun to make this a family business, and to know that I'm making something from the ground out of nothing and making something for people is so cool. I love it.
And despite the blue color,
I actually had somebody that grew up in Michigan, and they picked up in Michigan, and they said this is better picking than what they have even in Michigan. So even the blueberries in Ohio are better than Michigan.
Okay, so this family is apparently more of a character than we even realized from this story. Oh, yeah. Not only is she wearing the blueberry costume because she lost a bet.
Yeah, I think she lost the bet to her dad to just see if she could wear it for the interview. It doesn't have a name yet, but I have a feeling it's going to become part of marketing next year.
What I love is that the family all thought that this gentleman was having a midlife crisis.
Oh, and I think
he starting the farm.
He was even kind of convinced. He knew that he had been working in a factory, wasn't really happy with the way that things were going. It wasn't right for him, and was like, went to the neighbor across the street, was like, you know, you're growing stuff. Show me how it's done.
I'll do it too.
And the 5,000 blueberry bushes, it takes about, you have maybe 2 weeks to make sure that you don't get any sort of root rot. And he's like, well, we've got 2 weeks. Let's start planting. So literally, like, he and his family just started digging the holes, put them in.
Well, maybe that's some inspiration for some other folks who are looking for something to do.
And you know what? You don't need to start that big necessarily, like you mentioned, but it has been great to watch the whole family come together. And while his 2 kids may not necessarily be interested in following that, it's been a fun business and giving them that opportunity to interact with people, too.
I mean, they get to eat blueberries all they want.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's a plus.
I'd say that's a big bonus.
Yeah.
And the daughter actually wanted to start with the watermelon field and kind of, I guess, lost that battle, too. They're starting with the blueberries.
Okay.